Hello and welcome to the Two Robbies Daily, where we take a deep dive into some of the more interesting matchups in this tournament. And I'm going to start with France. They get their tournament started against Senegal, and all eyes and ears really on Didier Deschamps, of course, a legendary French coach that's going into his fourth tournament, winning in France in 1998. Of course, one of three men to win this thing as both a player and a manager. But he's made changes. Over half this squad is different to the one that lost to Argentina on penalties in Qatar. And one of those changes is, I think, going to be a star of this tournament. Michael Olise, who went from Crystal Palace in the Premier League to Bayern Munich, has taken his game to a whole new level, both domestically and for the national team. The last warm-up game for the French was against Northern Ireland. He got all three goals, a hat-trick in that game. You're looking for a breakout star? It's Michael Olise.
What a great matchup we've got in Group I. France playing Senegal, two great teams. It's a Senegalese team that breezed through qualifications, 7 wins, 3 draws, and it's a team that's got some form and momentum. Beat England recently at Wembley 3-1. And you look through the team and the strength and quality when you think in goal, you've got Mendy. Defensively, Koulibaly. In midfield, Idrissa Gana Gueye. And then a front line that could be Sadio Mane, Iliman Ndiaye and Nicholas Jackson. That shouldn't be any kind of problem, but there is. Jackson's only got 8 goals in his last 33 games for Senegal. He's gone cold, and if Jackson stays cold, Senegal can't go far.
Argentina take on Algeria, and as the current champions, their challenge will be to go back-to-back. Nobody's done that in this tournament since 1962. That was Brazil, I'm sure inspired by Pele. So can they do it? Their midfield is very, very strong. Enzo Fernandez, the Chelsea star, is in good form with them, comes into this tournament as their most attacking midfield player. Alexis McAllister hasn't had a great season with Liverpool. Maybe he can find his best form with the national team. And who's going to get the goals? Well, Julian Alvarez will be the man. Huge bids going in for his services from Real Madrid. Been turned down so far, but he really will be the guy playing highest up. And I think when you talk about Argentina, you have to talk about Lionel Messi. At 38 years of age, he will have a big impact in this competition.
Really looking forward to seeing Algeria, 5th time qualified in the competition. And when you think of Algeria, you straight away think of Riyad Mahrez, playing his football in Saudi, but still playing at a good level. But let me give you another name, Mohamed Amoura. He scored 10 goals in the qualification, the most of any African qualifier. And it's a team that can get goals and defend quite well. And if you like your football with a sprinkle of magic dust, look no further than the Algerian goalkeeper, Lucas Zidane, son of the very famous Zinedine.
The GOAT, Lionel Messi. So much has been talked about, seen, written about this guy. But did you know he was named after Lionel Richie, the legendary American soul singer? Incredible. I guess the question will he be dancing on the ceiling at the end of the tournament? What? Anyway, back to the football. This will be his 200th national team appearance for Argentina, which is also pretty spectacular.
Kylian Mbappe, a global superstar that divides opinion. And he shouldn't really, because he's one of only 2 players with the World Cup final hat-trick. He scored the most goals of any players across the last 2 World Cups. And when you think of Les Bleus, he's got 56 goals for France. Only Olivier Giroud's got more. And it's a team that's set up with a supply line of Dembele, Olise, Barcola and Cherki. With that support, can he convince the doubters that he's the real deal?